I got to tell you, there's something that's been weighing on me though, and it is time to make a change. And I know change is not easy. Good afternoon. I'm Mark. Welcome back to the farm. It's great to have you guys here. You may have noticed I haven't posted in a little while, and not really a good reason for it. There hasn't been much going on here at the farm. It's been hot, so I haven't been spending a lot of time outdoors. I get out in the morning, I do my chores, I try to finish up by 9:30 in the morning, maybe 10 o'clock at the latest, and I am soaked through by the time I get there, and I'm ready to just sit in air conditioning until the evening. So I haven't been doing much other than rotating livestock, collecting eggs, that kind of stuff. So it's been quiet, and I really didn't think anybody wanted to watch that. I got calls from some friends going, "Dude, are you dead? We need proof of life." And so I guess maybe I'll just keep doing some stuff. They won't be long, but maybe they'll be interesting. I got to tell you, there's something that's been weighing on me though, and it is time to make a change. And I know change is not easy, but it's, you know, you just got to embrace it sometimes. Sometimes it's the right thing to do. And so time has come for a new hat. I just want you guys to know I didn't rush into this. I took my time. I sampled a lot. I looked at a lot of hats. Here's a little sample of what I've been up to with this. In the end, I think we can all agree there's really only one choice. Am I right? Yeah. Not this. I went with this. Yes, I did. It's sort of cowboy, sort of Australian outback, but it's all shade. Covering my noggin, give me a little shade over the ears, a little over the neck, and that's super important because I've had way too much sun exposure over the years, so I think the time has come to be a little bit more cautious. So this is it. This is the new hat we're going to be seeing in the videos. Is everybody okay? Anybody need to take a knee? No? All right. Well, my finger in my nose there by mistake. All right, let's take a quick tour here and take a look at the animals, see how everybody's doing. Banana spiders are getting ridiculously big. That's my hand. So there you go. She's still the biggest, but she stays way up in their top, so that's just fine. Steers are doing good. Everybody's got their own little bird now. The big girls are fine. Sauron's doing all right, keeping everybody together. They're, of course, still looking for handouts. And the little girls are doing good, but they're not so little anymore. They're getting close. Being big enough to be put in with the big girls. We'll see how they do when that day comes. I just store these chicken tractors here, and they just kind of walk all over them like they're a chicken jungle gym. Look at this. You're crazy. I haven't been cutting the grass with anything other than cows this year so far, so it's going pretty well. I mean, I cut the driveway, and in fact, I should take this back. this section of pasture over here, I did cut with the mower after I moved the steers off it because it was just so patchy and there was stuff growing in there. I didn't know if I should just let it keep going or what. Because it's kind of like, look over here, see all this stuff? It gets patchy and they're not eating it. So I thought, let's cut it back and see how they do. But it's growing in okay again. It's really the benefit of cows and chickens on pasture, because I roll the cows and then I bring the chickens in right after them. In fact, it makes some really healthy grass, truly. It grows in so crazy thick in places it never has, and in areas where it did okay, like on top of the septic mound, where I have the raised beds. You should see this. It's coming in so tall you almost can't see the raised beds there. But don't worry. Day and a half with the steers and you'll see everything again. Everybody's doing good work. Everybody seems pretty happy. And it's been quiet. You know, one thing I did do, small change to some fence over here, was I started running the top line of barbed wire. So you can see where I had the woven field fence on the wood posts. Field fence is on the outside. So I'm putting the barbed wire on the inside about level with the top, create a space there. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, if it's dealer's choice. It's just the way I've seen it done at some places, and they say it works good for keeping their cows from getting rough with the fence. And I don't know, I guess it deters some predatory animals from coming over the fence. But that's what I've seen them do. And then when I get down to the T-post, I can't inset it, you know, by this 5 or 6 inches like on the wood post. So I just set it up higher. You can see here as I transition from the wood stakes or the wood post to the T-post, I just roll it in, and then it just goes a few inches above the top of the woven field fence. And it just does that all the way down. Chop. To make running the barbed wire easier, I built a little rig on the back of the mule. The support post for the lift gate back here is hollow. It's square tubing, right? It's hollow. And so what I did was I took a couple of 2x6s, put it on the side here at the right width, put another 2x6 on top, and just screwed those on there. So this thing is on. You can see it just surrounds it on both sides. It's not that fancy. Just does that on both sides. And that keeps it from falling off side to side or from spinning in place. I drilled a hole in it that aligns with the square tubing here. Then I had a piece of siding, just leftover scrap that I'd used for all the chicken coops and stuff that I built. So I put a hole in that as well, set it on top. All right, so it's free spinning like that. Then I set the wheel of barbed wire, the wheel of doom if you get your hands close to it while I was running. And I just found a piece of pipe here. It was actually an old gear that I found in just garbage around the property. And it just happened to fit, so I slid it through, and that's my rig. Barbed wire comes off, right? There it is, doink. And I just wrap it around the first post I'm gonna start, and then I drive. And as I drive, this unspools. Sometimes the spool of barbed wire spins on top of this, and sometimes it doesn't. So that's why the whole thing flows evenly over the top of the 2x6 underneath here. And then because I've got these side brackets that keep the whole thing in place, I don't risk this flying off or spinning or anything else like that. It's cheap, it's easy, it's made from scrap around here, and it does the job. Thing is I've got to run my fencing going, well, I'd say counterclockwise, but I suppose if I wanted to go the other way and go clockwise, I just have to shift them over to the other side, and then I'd be good to go. But for the way I like to do it, I run it counterclockwise. Because if I run it clockwise, that means the driver's side is up against the fence, and I can't get in and out, and I don't need that kind of aggravation. So that's how I'm running the barbed wire. Well, thanks everybody for caring. Thanks for keeping in touch. Shout out to my fellow browncoats. You know who you are. And that's the update. So I think that's going to about do it from here. We'll talk to you guys later.